Hey everybody, this is Ezra Brooks here with another video, and today, uh, with it being National Superhero Day, I thought I would read one of my original superhero stories. But before I get into that, I'd like to thank everybody for 46 subscribers, which I believe is what I'm at right now. Can't remember. Uh, but yeah, pretty close to 50, which is crazy. It's pretty crazy for me to think about, because, like I was saying in my third voice impressions video, when talking about getting 40 subscribers, when I started doing this, I didn't expect to get there. I mean, I kind of figured I would at some point. I just didn't know when. But yeah, thank you all so much for getting the channel that far, and hopefully continues to grow over time. And I know that I said that I wanted to do a Q&A for celebrating 40 subscribers, but due to not getting any questions in yet, I'm gonna have to reschedule that. So yeah, that's the update on all that. Anyway, let's get into the reading of the story, shall we? Red Bat's origin story, told by Duke Brooks, aka Red Bat, written by me. How did I, a normal young adult from Maine, become a superhero? Well, I'll tell you. But before I get into that, let's take a look at who I am / was before becoming a hero. I was born May 27th, 1999 in Bangor Hospital and raised in Eastbrook. My parents are Nathan Brooks, a construction worker, and Lillian Brooks, currently a stay-at-home mom. I have a smarter younger brother named Tom, who works in a lab when he's not doing schoolwork. More on him later, because I become Red Bat in his lab. I have a girlfriend named Erica Jones, and a best friend named Luke Smith. I've known them for years, since pre-K. I am straight edge, which means I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs. Anyway, enough of that stuff for now. Now, let's talk about the important superhero stuff. Like I said earlier, I was in my brother's lab when I got my powers, and that was due to an accident. Typical way to get superpowers, right? So, me and Tom were talking about his work and other things when all of a sudden, a bunch of thugs came in out of nowhere and said, "Give us what we want, and no one will get hurt." Yeah, right. What did we do? Well, Tom tried to do what they requested, but I wasn't going to do anything of the sort. Even though they got what they wanted, they still tried to hurt us. Sticking to the word? I think not. They tossed a container of some chemical at me, and Tom tried to grab it, but he couldn't. After the bad guys left, Tom asked, "Are you okay?" I responded by saying, "I'm okay. Just feel a little weird." He replied by saying, "Okay, good." Tom then looked at the remains of the canister, read the label, and said, "Oh, fudge." I respond to that by asking, "What?" He looked me right in the eyes and said, "What was tossed at you was something I was working on for a while. It's a formula to give anyone superpowers." I look at him and say, "Okay, this shouldn't be an issue." He replied by claiming, "Yeah, but we'll have to see if it actually gave you superpowers." Right after he said that, the cuts I got from the glass started to heal. Fast. Like Wolverine or Deadpool. I replied to that by saying, "It seems like it did." Tom's face had a look of surprise on it, and he said, "Wow, I did not think that would work." But it did. We then decided to test what other powers I have gotten from this. I have, like stated earlier, super healing, but also an added sense of intelligence. Not as good as Tom's, but still. The ability to break the fourth wall, like Jay and Silent Bob or Deadpool, and a few other powers. We thought about if we should tell Mom, Dad, Erica, Luke, and the others, and we ultimately decided to tell them. So, my family and my friends know about my hero stuff. Now, so do you. Just don't tell any bad guys, okay? So, that is the summarized telling of my origin story. Hope you learned something from this. Oh, before I forget, my brother and I designed a suit. Okay, now that's the end of the story. And then, for the only bit of visual I have, aside from the typed up words, I have here is a drawing that I made of the suit. Not really sure if you're able to see it all that clearly, but... And then a drawing of Duke there as well. And if you're seeing a bunch of glare on that picture, that's because I took a picture of it while it was still in the protective sleeve so it doesn't get damaged. So yeah, that's just one of a few original stories that I've written so far. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you like this video, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up by hitting that like button. leave a comment, or if you leave a comment or question for the Q&A whenever I decide to do that, if you have any. I will at some point make a follow-up video talking about some of the stuff that led to the creation of this story and some of the other stuff. So either until that video or any other video I make before that one, I'll see you next time. Till then, bye.